Swagger, cold as a stranger from Pennsylvania, chilling in the W where they live veins, throwing up them frankers, show them that I'm living. Already acting like I'm worth 20 million. Shaking off these haters like snow from my boots. Champagne bottles and all white suits. Show up out of town in an all white boots. Feeling like the shit cause it's alright too. Government scandal put the state on trial. DAs and judges are the criminals now. The whole judicial branch is a fucking cash cow, so they gon' have to take me out before I take them all down. All right, y'all. The late night set, Taibu Muad'Dib right here, man, with You're a Mess. I had to just jump on here and give it something. I promised somebody I would never again eat on this show. So when it goes dark, y'all know what I'm doing. I'd rather go to a different screen and stop my video and let y'all see me getting it cracking. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and drop it out there for you, man. I put out there what it was going on. You know what the podcast is about tonight. We're still looking for a good definition of what a good man really is. All right. So I'm live right now on Facebook. You know, I'm gonna give Facebook, my Facebook family, enough time to come over here and check me out on YouTube. All right. So I'm live right now on Instagram. I mean, on YouTube. Go ahead and search Taibu Muad'Dib by name or the show You're a Mess by name. One way or another, you gonna tap in. Don't even trip. It is what it is. So everybody knows the deal. I'm over here on YouTube, man, loving it. Shout out to StreamYard. I must say, I gotta handle some business because I owe a good brother an apology. That's how it is. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. If someone invites you on, if you invite someone on your show and say they're gonna be there, make sure that you give them a reminder. All right. I gotta reach out to a good brother on so everybody know what the deal is. Cause I know I was supposed to have been there. All right. It's what it is. You make sure you want to do the right thing at the right time. So I gotta shout the brother out, let him know, hey, sorry I missed the show. I meant to be there, the whole deal. Like, is what it is. And this is how it is. You know, you just want to be direct about something. Humble, own it, is what it is. You know, I'm a real dude. Brother Basim, Taibu Muad'Dib. Look, I really apologize about the show. This is my late day, so I wanted to come in as soon as I punched out. I haven't even clocked out of work yet, really. I don't even know if I even clocked in. Well, I clocked in, but I don't think I clocked out yet. But a lot of interest. This is my late day. More people were waiting on me than usual. I got it about 8:30. I'm just gonna say this up front for real. I apologize, man, for missing the show. I was really excited about being there. I still want to be on your show. Bless your platform because you bless mine. Also, moving forward, when you invite somebody on your show, no matter how solid they've always been in the past, a reminder, a 10 or 15 minute, even a half an hour reminder, a text message or something. When I pick my phone up and I get ready to clock out, I didn't see the text message. Hey man, make sure you're on the show. When I finally got to scrolling through my social media and I seen your message, I was like, man. So when I picked up my phone, I didn't leave till 8:30. But when I picked up my phone, I still had a good half an hour to rock the show with you. So for all you podcasters everywhere, my brother Basim right here, no matter how long you've known, no matter how solid they've been in the past, when you have a show and you invite them on, be wise and send them a reminder. An hour before the show, a half an hour, shoot 10 minutes just to see where they're at. All right.
It's happened to me before too, so I know how it feels. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it moving. Brother Basim, Men Dealing with Hidden and Secret Trauma. He's a great platform on Facebook. My brother, my apologies. It wasn't intentional. Uh, it's a blessing and a curse. I'm blessed with more business, but I missed your podcast, the first one too. So I'm a little bit upset myself. But if you can forgive me, let's move forward. Let's get it popping. Brother Basim, everybody. And that's how you do it. I'm managed to do it on screen, on camera, let it be known. I don't care. It's a good dude. So I'm right here, Taibu Deep. I'm letting y'all know I'm over here on YouTube right now. I need to put where to I put search for me. That's how little time I have. YouTube search. Want y'all over here on Facebook land to come over here to YouTube and check me out. Search me by name, Taibu Muad'Dib, or search for the show You're a Mess by name, one way or another. I always put my link in the description. I tell you to come over and subscribe. If you haven't yet, do it. I'm gonna sign off pretty soon here. Coming with my own music that was cold by yours truly and my brother Latif Slim Reeks Cameron out there in Long Beach, California. Shout out to Long Beach. All right, we doing it real big over here. Signing off real quick. I'm gonna go over to Instagram and get it popping. Stop my camera real quick so y'all can hear me. Y'all ain't gonna be able to see me getting my eats on. I definitely gotta get my eats on. Ain't no way around it. All right. You can only watch the podcast on YouTube. So come over and get right. Let's go. All right. Let's go with it. All right. We got that going. Get over here and get it on Instagram. Take a few bizites. It's not what I'm looking for. Want to go live. Let's get it popping. Ah. Wow. Poor decision making. You can't make this up, people. I promise somebody never eat on camera again. So I went dark for a second. When y'all catch me doing it. I missed a meal. Interest is so high in my training. I'm not blaming the interest. I have to prepare myself better to be able to excuse myself. Make sure I'm taken care of. I got a strong team out here representing with me. So I'm gonna continue to go hard with it. All right, I'm back. The best thing about being a podcaster is the influence. And so this um, I'm working on a definition for what it means to be a good man. A lot of women out there have never had a good man, and they're still just trying to make do with what they want because they don't want to be lonely, and that's tough. So I'm trying to make sure that I get y'all a good definition so you know when to hold them and you know when to fold them. All right, going crazy over here. Let me go over here to IG on my phone so I can look at the topic, like, because I'm sure I put it out there tonight what it was in a reel, but man, I made the reel for it. No, I guess I did. I was sending it out in messages though. Pretty sure I was. Let's see. All right. That's what's up. All right. What a high quality man. Marry a woman with a high body count. That was yesterday. I know I was, you see what I'm saying, y'all? Yeah, got to be real. Yesterday. Where's all the mess? I'm thinking to myself, I'm sending out information about tonight's topic. I made the I made the oh yeah, that's topic. The topic for tonight. How do we really feel about uh boyfriends and girlfriends that keep memorabilia of their ex? How do we really feel about that? We're gonna get into that a little bit more. Uh, I just think for Wild Out Wednesday, it's a wild topic because I've been through it on both ends. I've had, women that was tripping that I still had XYZ of so and so in my phone or on my page or whatever. And then I myself was trying tripping when I got with somebody and they had, these certain memorabilia of individuals on their laptop and in their iPod. So I've been through it both ways. So I'm just letting you know that it's a pretty wild subject. I mean, we kind of all go through it because no one's really marrying or getting with virgins these days. So everybody has the ex that they love, and they have pictures and keepsakes, shirts, teddy bears. Who knows what's going on, Tyrone? I'm letting y'all know right now. You can only view this podcast on uh YouTube only. Means that's all. That's the only place I'm at because I'm giving y'all these little tidbits to bring y'all over. So y'all can search me on YouTube by name Taibu Muad'Dib or the show You're a Mess by name. But you can only view my podcast on YouTube. All right, letting y'all know that right now. So search for it, Tyrone. Come on over there. Um, what's going on? Hello, everybody on Instagram. You can only view my podcast on YouTube. Search for it by my name, or the podcast show name. I always leave the link to my YouTube page on the descriptions of my shows. So if y'all down with that, that's cool. I don't bring anybody on anymore over here on Instagram. Everything is done over here at YouTube. But Janelle, Tyrone, I would definitely send y'all the links uh, so that y'all can get it cracking. All right. The discussion tonight is how do we really feel? How do we really feel, y'all, about our exes and the memorabilia that they have, or excuse me, our current the person we're dealing with right now? How do we feel about the memorabilia that they have? All right, I kind of want to know. All right, y'all jump in the comment section and let me know. I got you. So as I breeze through these different individual situations, I just want y'all to know, man, that I'm really happy about where this podcast is going. Like I said, to have that kind of influence, wide influence is important. I have opportunity to go overseas. All right, that's important to me. All right, so that's where it's at for me right now. Just trying to let you know that That's where it's at. Let's do it. I'm gonna send out a couple of join links. If you want to join live, you can. I'm over here on StreamYard, having a good time. I'm not usually up this late, man, so I'm gonna tend to enjoy myself. I play my little song, play my little music, and I keep it moving. So I'm over here on StreamYard, just letting it happen, making it happen. Uh, I want there to be a real connection that we have. All right, you and me, you and I. All right, I want there to be a real, true connection there. Okay, because at the end of the day is over. The day is truly over. Taibu Muad'Dib here. How do we really feel about? How do we really feel about the boyfriend or the girlfriend out there that is keeping memorabilia of a past relationship? How do you feel about that? Is it a picture? Is it a picture that bothers you? You know, is it a picture that bothers you? What is it? Let's go. I'm over here making it happen, letting folks know they can jump right in. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Okay. Just got a lot of people. I'm trying to get off in here, working with some folks, letting it be known. Just want to see who's going to come over and join the show. Get some folks off in here. Let them know what it is. I appreciate all the interest. When I'm built up and we're going crazy, it's gonna be one of those things. So I just want y'all to know when y'all come over here and rock with me, that's how we doing it. All right. Let's go. Putting it down. Taibu Muad'Dib. Let's go. Y'all come over here, rock with me. That gets it. That gets it. Get some folks in here. How do we feel? I'm gonna go dark again. All right, that's it for you guys over here on Instagram. I'm gonna jump on the gram real quick. I'm live on the gram. I'm gonna jump on the gram real quick and switch it up and jump on my live. I'm gonna drop. Hopefully it'll pop. Hopefully it'll transition. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna jump on here and see what I can get done. Doing it just like that. Jump on my own page. What y'all know about that? Jump on my own page and drop a couple of links on y'all real quick so y'all can see them. Let's go. It won't let me do it. All right, that's all good. It's all good. All right. When I podcast, I give it special attention. All right. Special attention. Y'all come on over and rock with me and let's get this done. All right. That's what I want to see happen. Y'all come on over with me and let's have a good time. I'm over here on Instagram right now, but I'm inviting people to be guests. We getting it popping. I'm hitting them up just to see what they want to do. And that's really where it's at for me. Just jumping on here, man, and canvassing the area to a certain degree. Like I want to see which one of y'all is really, really trying to jump on here, man, and get it popping. The people that look are the people that cook. Let's go. So we over here getting right, getting it good. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and log off here. You can only watch me on YouTube. And be sincere about the situation, make it pop, do it the right way. Live right now. Let's go. Shout out to my team out there, China Gray, Tony out there, aka Big Walls out there, and DeSoto. Shout out to Greedies, folks out there, Kazi, Mon, Greedy himself, doing it real big. Share that off. Not playing no games. Go dark one more time as folks can jump in here, see what they're gonna do. I'm gonna go dark real quick. Get my eats on. Love y'all, man. Love y'all to death. Can't have a show without an audience. Can't have a show without an audience. And I believe in this platform enough to keep going until the audience shows up. And I have a wild announcement. I'm changing my views up drastically. Changing up my views. I am now an advocate of hybrid relationships. Oh, yeah. I am now a firm advocate of hybridization of relationships for these next couple of generations. To get unity, we have to have cooperation and peace in our homes. That means higher understandings. That means we have to consider different types of relationships. We do. It's just too fractured right now for these couple of generations here. Folks a little bit older than me, folks a little bit younger than me and myself, my own generation. And I say that because the crack and welfare epidemics and how that looks, we have to make sure that we give credence to what went on in the African community. So we should stop coming at each other about the after effects of something we had nothing to do with. Right? So Taibu, what are you saying? What I'm trying to get across to everybody is I had nothing to do with, quote unquote, the hood being flooded with two things: mind altering substances and money to spend on. You have to look at the genius behind the European in providing African people, many African people who didn't have access to jobs, almost pretty much a living wage. And we're seeing a second hit of that with COVID. COVID showed us that the government can pay us to sit at home. So African people were paid to sit at home with the welfare program and food stamps. They were getting money and they were getting dollars, food dollars, so they could sit at home and smoke crack. So we want to have committed, serious relationships like we see on Hollywood TVs or we see on some of these reality TV shows. We want to have something committed and serious. Every ugly son of a gun out there, brother out there, wants a super bad chick. You know what I'm saying? He wants to die to get $1 so we can say, "Oh, I got this bad chick on my arm." Women with lots of mileage on them before they even put mileage on themselves. Women with lots of mileage on them have the nerve to say, "Oh, I haven't had, I haven't rowboated in a year, so I deserve to have a high, quote unquote, high quality mythical man." Now, I have a problem personally dating somebody that has keepsakes from their past relationships. I do. I really do. I have a problem with it. But there's a but. I can understand people wanting to look back on their life and feel like they did something with it. Shay Houston, everybody. How are you?
I don't know why I got my headset connected and it's not connecting. I don't know what's going on. Like, what is really going on? Suck, suck. So, put it on speaker.
Shay Houston with the right or wrong segment of the day. Let me go ahead and intro her real quick. You know what it is. If I can find it. Wow. Shay Houston with the intro. Getting it cracking. Y'all know what it is. Uh-oh. I gotta go through the commercial process. It's funny. It's not really funny. It just is what it is. Right or wrong segment, everybody, with Shay Houston. You know what it is. She ain't no joke. She ain't playing no games, y'all.
I used to let the mic smoke. Now I slam it back on and make sure. When I want this song, cause I won't let nobody press up and mess up to see. I said, I
Go
like
Shay. Go Shay. Hey. Go Shay. Go Shay. Hey. She ain't no joke. She ain't playing no games. Right or wrong segment of the day on Wild Out Wednesday. You know what it is. Let's do it.
Okay, so today's wrong segment, we have fellow, and there's a lot of should be taking for days. I had it ready. Okay, I'm gonna go and share the
Oh,
clip and
good.
then
We
I come
got
back.
time. We got time. They love our show now, so we can do whatever we want to do now. We heading towards 200 episodes. Is what it is.
All right, here we go. Hopefully you can hear it because, like I said, my headphones.
Keep it down kind of low. Put the phone up close to it, maybe.
If you got a wife, bro, like it's man code, it's man law. You should be paying that mortgage. Pay the mortgage. You can let her pay the utility, little shit there, but pay the mortgage, bare minimum at least. You know what I'm saying? Because this is your
Man law shit right there.
That's man law shit.
Sorry for the
Bro, pay the mortgage. They always be like, yo, she got to come to the table. She don't got to bring shit to the table when it comes to financial. Let me put this in perspective. If you require your woman to bring financial asset or gain to the table, you're telling her that, and she works in a corporate arena or in a position or in a business where it requires her to be masculine, you're asking her to maintain a level of masculinity throughout your relationship while also saying that I want you to be
All right. So I'm going to stop this right there because that was the end of the clip anyway. So, is that man law? Is he right or is he wrong in what he's talking about? Should the guys pay the rent? And that's
Man,
not girlfriend, boyfriend, like, kitty type stuff. We talking about, staying with somebody, you know what I'm saying? That part.
so so really good segment to run. Really good segment. Man law. So everybody wants to have their niche, but nobody really is talking about much that's new under the sun. Everything that's is going on right now has happened before. Would you agree?
Yep.
Civilizations rise, civilizations fall. Everything that's happened under the sun is happened before. So what are they reporting with this chauvinistic man law show? What is that all about? I mean, what a man should do, but they have a paternity leave for fathers now. So, if they both work and the man gets paternity leave, but she still chooses to work or she still has to work, but he doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he at home taking care of the child or whatever, whatnot. Like, how do we feel? What's their man law against that about that? Should the man not take off work to be for paternity leave to be at home with the child with the newborn for the first year? So how can there really be a man law show? A bunch of crackpots. Of course they're wrong. That makes no sense at all. But it's good that you brought this segment on the show tonight because tonight I'm announcing I am now an advocate, the advocate, matter of fact, for hybrid relationships. Everybody got something to say about everybody else, but at the end of the day, we all want to be happy. We all want to have something special with someone. We all want to share a close moment with someone that really, really, truly cares about us. But if that's not going to happen, if that's not in the cards, you can still have a quality life if you hybridize your relationships. The hybridization of relationships right now is imperative to us having peace and unity in the community. There's so much judging going on right now. Listen at these guys. So they're judging me. I don't pay rent. I don't pay the rent. I do what I can. You know what I'm saying? That's is what it is. Am I paying something? Yes, but I'm not paying the rent. My woman is not just going out and doing all the other extra stuff. I'm not just paying the rent, but that works for us. I'm doing a stuff ton of other things besides that. But am I paying something financially? Yes. But am I just paying the rent? No. So are they judging me? That's how they feel. That's a man law. Now, when I met my girlfriend, I was paying my own bills. Sure. We moved together. That wasn't our agreement. That's why I'm an advocate of a hybrid relationship. People, happiness is priceless. You definitely can't buy it. So come together under an agreement and be happy. Life is way too short not to be. Let me tell you something. Those guys ain't never really be happy with that weird man law. You can't force women to be a certain kind of way, especially not these days. I think a woman these days should look at a man sideways if he's like, I'm gonna pay the rent, you pay everything else. No, you can't pay the rent. Not near time. Because she's gonna look at him like, oh, he's controlling. He's controlling, right? If you meet a woman of any value at all, reach an understanding with her. If you tell her what to do, she has to already have accepted your leadership. And so at that point, you're not telling her what to do, you're leading her in a certain direction. And if you are real in these days, if she proves herself to be capable, whether it's paying the rent, whether it's finding new jobs, whether it's making making new resumes, whether it's starting a business, if she shows that she's capable and fruitful in these endeavors, then if you're a real man, you'll let her lead in that direction, and she'll be happy. So that the whole man law show thing, I don't know. I might start watching them, Shay, because I can definitely siphon a whole bunch of stuff. I just make memes out of their stuff and put it on my show. What a bunch of weirdos, man law. It ain't been man law since the 40s or 50s when women became modern women. Man law. They're wrong. Go ahead.
I think he said husband that takes the girlfriend, boyfriend. Um, to me, I would say he's wrong because it depends too. Because sometimes the woman is making more money than the man, or you know what I'm saying, or it's like different situations. But I still say that it should be 50. That's just my thing.
Your
But then
blueprint in and
I
out.
saw a comment where people were saying that um well that makes you a roommate. So roommate don't get, you know, all the special privileges that a husband or a boyfriend would get. So you basically roommates. That's what they were saying. Like if you split it half and half.
I'm uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable with the gender role conversation in a day and age where it might it might hinder you from an opportunity at happiness. What is better in a home than true honest happiness? Than coming home and being happy to pull up in the driveway. I want everybody out there to raise your hand, or silently just raise your hand silently, or just nod your head, do something, give a little shimmy. If you ever driven home and come home and you didn't want to be there, you were pensive about being there. If you ever been to a situation where you were living somewhere or with someone, if you a situation where that wasn't where you want to be anywhere else but home, you know what I'm saying is real. In that home, it doesn't matter if the man's paying the bills, the woman's paying the bills, they're sharing them 50-50. It doesn't matter about none of that stuff. If you're not happy in a relationship, live with that person or not, it's priceless, man. It's priceless to find that happiness with somebody. Happiness isn't now, I don't think it ever was based off of who was bringing home what. In this country, African men couldn't get jobs. African women could. They could work in the homes of people who had good jobs. They could do all types of things in the community with kids and stuff. There was all type of stuff going on, and the men, had to suffer through that. They had to get out there and panhandle whatever they could, bring home some bread, whatever they could. Most of them turned to crime. That was all there was. Hustles, numbers. We've seen the movies and documentaries. America has always tried to keep an African man in this country down, ostracized, outside of mainstream society, away from making real dollars. So, for all you brothers out there, please don't watch this show and think this is what you're supposed how a relationship's supposed to be. These are a bunch of crackpots who, what I'm saying, maybe are fortunate enough to be able to do certain things for women that other men can't. But that's just their fortune. Them talking down on people about that doesn't mean that they're happy. I wonder if any of those guys on that show are really happy. Certain rules and laws in your home isn't going to make happiness without understanding. If you, Shay, or anybody else out there have understanding somebody in your home and y'all happy and y'all there's happiness there, that's priceless. That's priceless. That trumps everything. So I think that they're wrong. I think they're goofies. I think that man law that this is a weird show. It's just why do you want to go back to something that didn't work for women? It being, man law didn't work for women. That's why they marched to vote. That's why they marched to be able to have the same jobs. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, outmoded. Now it might get views. It might be controversial talk if people want to listen to it. But I think they're goofies. I think that they're dead wrong. And it doesn't matter if a person, if they're roommates, or I don't know what the case may be. If you're in a relationship, who's paying the bill shouldn't matter if there's true happiness in the home. Taibu Muad'Dib right here. You're a mess. All right, we're going on to the topic. Shay, you're welcome to stand for it and give a couple words of your opinion on it. The topic for tonight is how do we really feel about uh, the memorabilia the person we're dating keeps of an ex? How do you feel about that? Corey minds want to know. How do you feel about it?
Well, I have bears that I don't want to get rid of. Like, oh, he gave it to me. It just like, oh, I really like my teddy bears. I don't know. I guess it's just it's just a stuffed animal to me. It ain't like, oh, it's the meaning behind it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's just me. I mean, that's probably like the only thing I really have, you know. Like, I mean, it's pictures from back in the day, but it ain't like I'm like, oh, let
Are
me look
you
at
willing?
this
Are
picture.
you will? Are you willing to? Are you willing to at least look at how someone you're dating could view that? That they can see it. That you have a fixation on that. That is something that is out of order. Are you willing to, in any kind of way, look at it different?
Uh, I don't see nothing wrong with it, but
Because 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 a teddy bear is a toy, so that kind of seems a little immature for one on the one hand. On the other hand, if he's really serious about you, he'll just replace him himself. Then you have current keepsakes from your current person that you're dealing with. And if you don't really care about that person no more, you holding on to teddy bear is you holding on to a piece of them or y'all what y'all had. If
no,
in a serious way. I mean, so
I
the guy
like,
that so we. Well, I'm just saying we had a show about tattoos, and with somebody married somebody that has a tattoo of somebody else's name on there. And you were like, yeah, because the poll was like, yeah, people would, you know what I'm saying? So I
mhm.
was shocked by that, you know,
Well, look at
but
um, you know, and Blueface. His girlfriend got his face tattooed. So it's like if they ever break up, you got his face tattooed on your neck. It's like you couldn't have put it
well,
like on your
there are gonna be
arm,
people
on your.
there are gonna be people that really wanna that are gonna overlook things for their own intended reasons. You know what I'm saying? I feel like marriage denotes a certain level of commitment that trumps stuff like that. So I could be attached to boxers, silk boxers somebody bought me because they're the most expensive pair of boxers I ever had in my life. So I could get with women after that, and the woman wants to marry me. She's like, "Well, I don't know if I'm going to marry you because of those boxers." If I find a woman that wants to marry me and I want to marry her, you think I'm going to kill on to them boxers?
Oh my god! I want to
It
hear.
ain't got nothing to do with you. That was a nice gift. Why they're just boxers? They're inanimate object. But they don't mean nothing.
Yeah, but it's like, oh, you gonna tell me that somebody bought? I'm like, oh, these boxers. You know what I'm saying? I can see somebody really saying, oh, yeah, my ex bought me these. You know what I'm saying? You said memorabilia, like that's like scrapbook. It's like love letters.
I'm not wearing them. I have them in a glass little case, whatever, whatnot.
That's doing too much.
It's hypothetical to show you that what you're saying is ridiculous. If you find somebody that wants to marry you, if you hang on to something else that somebody gave you that you're no longer with, that's a red flag. I don't think a person would, but a person wants to marry you anyway. That's just them accepting you like that. I don't know, I guess. But me personally, I don't know. I'm not really for it for two reasons. Let me tell you why I'm not for it. I'm not for it because it's stuff. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. I'm a Christian. You can't take nothing with you anyway. So you can't take nothing off this. You can't take them teddy bears you're talking about off this earth with you, no matter how you feel about them. So why would you bring them into a new committed relationship or a marriage? Why ask a potential husband for teddy bears your last husband gave you to be up in your closet or y'all closet or in your house at all? Why would you even fix them out to say something like that? That wanted to put a ring on your finger. If somebody proposed to you, would you not go throw them out? Like mail them back to that person and say, "Here, I don't need these anymore. I'm
Yeah,
good."
at that point,
I mean, I'm just saying, I'm just saying, women, men, I want y'all to say she's a good person, but I want y'all to see the fallacy behind y'all. If you want to be treated a certain way, you have to be accessible, value wise, to that type of being treated like that. A person has the right to be like, man, if you hanging on to anything from somebody, you say did X, Y, Z to you, that's why you're no longer with them. That's I'm confused by that because people out there, folks, do get back with folks who dog them. Oh yeah, run right back to them. So I think that's too much. The boxers example, haha, yeah, it was funny. But it was meant to be ridiculous funny because I think people who hold on to stuff someone else gave them to have pictures put up or whatever the case may be. Now, I'm not talking about if you have pictures of your family with your kids in it, like I think that's different. Have family pictures or whatever, whatnot. The kids deserve to have those pictures. If you keeping them for them, that's legitimate. When them kids move out, the pictures should go too. But that's legitimate though. That's for their memories, whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But teddy bears though, really, Shay? Okay, that's cool. If the new guy that you're with, whether he's a potential husband or not, the new guy you're with, if he gets you a teddy bear, where would you put it?
by my
In a
bed.
separate area?
Yeah.
I'm saying would you put it next to the other guy's teddy bear or we keep them separate? You see how ridiculous that sounds? There should just the new guy's teddy bears just shouldn't have any company at all. Just be no competition. Thank you very
Any
much, Shay, for
company?
coming on the show with your ridiculous statements and comments. We don't have to kick her off the show. I don't have my shame bag. I gotta get my shame bag together. Taibu Muad'Dib right here. That's almost my time, folks. I did jump on here pretty quickly after 9:15. But I just want to give you guys some tidbits, man, right now about this whole thing. I now advocate for the hybridization of relationships because I don't think that people should give up people who mean them well and are good for them just because the rowboating isn't good or that person doesn't communicate well. So you desire more intimacy through verbal communication. I think that people nowadays should be involved in whatever kind of relationship they need to be happy. So a hybrid could be, well, we see it. We're seeing it, but right now we're all giving the thumbs down. I'm giving the thumbs up. Now the LGBTQ community is gonna love this standpoint in this position. They are. Even though I have no idea what them people are thinking and what they're doing and why they do what they do, I think that they're gonna love what I'm saying because are, as a community, will become more receptive to why they do what they do, even if we don't understand it. We need more understanding and less judgment. That's why I shot down the right or wrong segment in the so-called man, whatever she had on there, man lost clothes. I don't know, it's weird. But less judgment, more understanding. All right. So, fellas, if you with a lady and she's really, really good to you, but she just doesn't light you on fire like that. It's not about her physical appearance. She just doesn't really do it for you. But you know you ain't trying to let her go. You want to keep it real with her. Boss her up. Put it in her life, much as you can. But you know, whether you're honest with her or not, you have to take the chance. You have to hybridize it. You have to go do what you got to do to make sure that you're good too. Ladies, same with you. The same with you. I mean, men, you guys have allowed men to have more than one woman and not really trip off of it for a long time. Y'all are the more forgiving of the sex, from what I hear on my podcast. Women are just generally more apt to forgive a man for being unfaithful than the men are to forgive the women. But that's not fair anymore either. So I say, women, you know, whether you're honest about it or not, do what you got to do to be okay. You know, to be happy. Being with somebody who, like that guy on the Man Law show said, being with a man because he pays the rent, that might just be what you have to do or feel like you have to do. But if you're not happy with him, but you want to keep your rent paid, hybridize it. Now, I advocate for people to be honest, because when you're honest, that's where the peace comes from. You might be happy, but you won't have peace. People, you can be happy and joyful all day and not have peace. That might sound contradictory, but it really isn't. A woman that's getting her rent paid by this guy and then creeping out and doing what she has to do or wants to do emotionally with some other guy, she's happy all day. But does she have peace? No, because she might get caught. But she's definitely happy though. You know, she's definitely happy. She getting she getting her oars crushed. She rowboating to death with this side guy. And at home, she's getting her bills paid for. She's getting maintained properly. Happy all day, but there's no peace. So when you can be honest about the hybridization that you want, you'll be happy and peaceful. That's what we're aiming for. So how does that look? It just starts with a conversation. Fellas, if you live with a woman and she's taking care of you and stuff like that, you know, but she doesn't do it for you, you gotta hybridize it. If you're honest with her and she's like, man, you know, I feel you. I ain't been myself lately either. Bam, you winning. Because now you have peace. You got happiness at home, happiness wherever else you need it. That's what it is. There's obviously standards and levels to this thing, but I'm an advocate right now for the hybridization of relationships. Until we get our community to a point through these hybrid relationships where we have peace at home and our children are being raised around peace and fully functional families without the trauma, without the violence, without the absenteeism. When our children feel safe and protected, when they feel well cared for, they'll grow up with the right principles and they'll come together community one day. But right now, all we have is the drama of judgment. We have betrayals, you know, secrets coming out into the out of the dark, and they're ruining families. They're terrorizing whole generations. We are an oppressed people. Let's not forget that for Thinking Through Thursday coming up tomorrow. Are an oppressed people. So we deal with that also. Everybody out here screaming they can do bad all by themselves, but don't nobody want to be by themselves. So hybridize it. All right. Taibu Muadi, that's the show tonight on Wild Out Wednesday. How do we really feel? How do we really feel about exes, or excuse me, our current boyfriend or girlfriend that that has memorabilia of an ex. How do we feel about it? Taibu Muad'Dib, going once, going twice. Gone. That's cold right there. It's cold right there.